Well, Florian Plettenberg was in that news conference for us, and we can cross live to him now. Florian, good afternoon to you. Just tell us then, what sort of first impression did Kompany make?
Well, first of all, you have to say it was very evident that Vincent Kompany is very, very confident. And you can also see that the experience in the Championship, in the Premier League, that has refined him. And what I mean with it is you can hear it when you hear on his answer, when you hear about the sense of his answer. He's a top professional. He's an exciting guy, and honestly, I think he's a very, very cool, smart, and good solution for FC Bayern, because Vincent Kompany right now in this very, very difficult situation for FC Bayern, he has definitely nothing to lose.
I guess they know what they're getting in terms of Vincent Kompany and his style of play. I mean, he didn't change that style of play with Burnley, even in the Premier League. Is that the kind of thing that Bayern actually want from a manager then?
Absolutely. You have to see it's a squad with personalities, with qualities. Bayern Munich is a team with a back four, with two central defensive midfielders. Most of the time they play with two wingers, they play with a number 10, and they play with the serious number 9 with Harry Kane. And I'm definitely convinced that they expect exactly this from Vincent Kompany. Bayern Munich is a team with a very, very high ball possession. It's not that RB Leipzig style. It's not that attacking, that aggressive, that pressing football style. This is not Bayern Munich. Max Eberl said he's the right coach for the new situation, to bring something new in, to bring a new element in, to bring a new intensity inside the club. So let's see, but I'm definitely convinced he will take over some elements you could have found here in the last couple of years.
And will the targets be pretty clear for Kompany next season in terms of what he's expected to achieve?
Once again, please.
I'm just asking whether the targets for Kompany, will that be set out for him, the expectations, will that be pretty clear for him for next season?
When I'm right, he said that now he wants to make a rest for the next 4 days. Rest for 4 days, and then he will start at FC Bayern Munich, and then he has a lot of targets. He has a lot of homeworks to do, because there are a lot of open questions. First of all, with their own players. What about the new contract with Leroy Sané? What about the new potential contract of Joshua Kimmich? And the sporting boss, Max Eberl, he also made clear that there will be a lot of surprises in the next couple of weeks, because some players, they need to know that it will be very, very difficult for them in the new season. So together with Vincent Kompany, the new sporting bosses, Max Eberl and Christoph Freund, they have to make more and more talks. And there are also some targets like Jonathan Tah, and especially there's a very, very high-rated top talent from Schalke 04, from the German second Bundesliga. He's a target for FC Bayern, and this is a very good example. He has a 5-year contract on the table. There's a kind of verbal agreement 4 months, but the last detail is the call between Vincent Kompany and the player and the player's management, because the player, he's willing to say yes to FC Bayern, but he was waiting and waiting and waiting in the last couple of weeks to speak with a new coach. Now he's here. Now it's Vincent Kompany, and if Vincent Kompany is the coach who will call Hasan Ouedraogo, this is the player from Schalke 04 I'm talking about, then the player is willing to say yes. And it's not only Hasan Ouedraogo. More targets are on the list, like Theo Hernandez. Everything is prepared for potential transfer, because Real Madrid is still keen on Alphonso Davies. So you can see there has a lot to happen. And in the end, it's very important to find a new squad, a new transfer target, a new transfer tactic, together with the coach Vincent Kompany.
And in general, Florian, how will his appointment go down with the current players?
Yeah, I think it's a good solution. It's a kind of experiment for sure. He's not the A, not the B, not the C solution for FC Bayern right now. But this was also very important. Vincent Kompany, he has made clear that he has had a talk with the top bosses in the background, with Uli Hoeneß and with Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. And here you have to know, Bayern Munich is a very difficult club. You can do and do and do. You can speak with a lot of candidates, but in the end, There's a top boss like Uli Hoeneß. He's living at the Tegernsee next to Bayern, next to Munich. It's 50 minutes by car. He's the most. He's the decider in the end. And Vincent Kompany made clear that he has spoken to Uli Hoeneß, that he has spoken to Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. He is convinced it was also a decision from them. But he said, in the end, all of them have to celebrate that I was coming in as a coach. And Max Eberl, and this was a really, really interesting thing. He said, the only thing missing is the lack of experience of Vincent Kompany to train as a top coach on a top level. But we can gain that experience together. And the only thing he regrets is that he has not called him earlier, because in that case, Max Eberl said he would have made the decision to go all in for Vincent Kompany. He would have made this decision sooner.
And just finally, Florian, away from Vincent Kompany, we're just getting news that Tim Walter is close to becoming the new head coach of Hull. Can you give us a bit of insight? What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, I can confirm that it's very advanced. Tim Walter is set to become the new coach of Hull City. He's a cool guy. He has worked at the FC Bayern campus in the last couple of years. He has been for years at Hamburger SV in the second German Bundesliga. He was not able to relegate to the German first Bundesliga, but I have a very, very high opinion about Tim Walter. Top mentality, top character, and he is someone with a very, very good wording inside the locker room, and I'm totally convinced that he will be a very good solution for Hull City in the championship.
Brilliant stuff, Florian. Thank you very much for now.